Happy Friday! Happy Friday! It is celebration time, so on Fridays in January and February of 2025, we are talking all things celebration. So if you've missed it, celebration is where Stampin' Up! Rewards you for your orders and gives you freebie products. We have this fun celebration brochure, and for every $60 you purchase during Celebration 2025, you are gonna get one of these items, and it's for every $60 and it's totally unlimited. So you can rack up all of these with your orders. So today we're gonna talk about, we have talked about designer paper, we've talked about the freebie designer paper, we've talked about the freebie embellishments and the freebie ribbon, we've talked about the freebie embossing folder, and now we are talking about the freebie stamps. So today we're going to talk about handmade designs, which is one of the celebration offers. And so this stamp set you can't even buy, and you can only get it when you decide to join us for some crafty fun. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, I don't want to sell anything. That's okay. We are our best customers anyway. And you can join, get the fabulous kit deal during celebration, and get a discount on your future orders. So the celebration join offer is amazing. So there are actually two options. So option 2 is you get to pick out an additional $30 in free products. So normally you get to pick out $125 in product of your choice. You pay just $99. You get free shipping, which is super cool. You get a free paper pumpkin kit in your join offer and some extra goodies as well. So with option 2, instead of $125, you can actually pick out $155 in products of your choice for just $99, which is super great deal. Option 1 is my favorite of the two deals for celebration, and that is you get to pick out your $125 in products of your choice, whatever you want. And you get, on top of that, with option 1, you get this exclusive handmade design set. So I'm going to show you some different fun cards from our team swap and some that I have made using this set. I love that there is a handmade by, so you can stamp that on the back of your card, sign your name, and people know that you made that with love, right? You get these two great images that we're going to talk about today, and the best sentiments. Thank you so very much. You can use that so often. And my favorite in this is have the best day, because you could just send a card for no reason other than to brighten someone's day, make them smile, and just, it's kind of like a just because card, right? So I love this exclusive stamp set, but you're also going to get to pick your choice of any two of our color family Stampin' Write markers. So they come like this in a set of 10, and you're going to get to pick 2 of the sets. So this is the Brights family. We have the subtles and the regals and the neutrals as well. So you get to pick any 2 of those with option 1, plus this exclusive stamp set right here, and be able to get that on top of your $125 in product of your choice, the free shipping. You're getting like over $200 and some in product, and you just pay $99. So it really is the best deal in the book right now, and I love that you can get this stamp set exclusively, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let me just move this to the side, and first let me bring in some fun swap cards that my team and I swapped last month so that we could show you these fun different celebration items and how to use them. So this is a fun card made by my mom on my Stampin' team, and she did a fun one-sheet wonder. So using that stamp set, she used this image here and did a one-sheet wonder. It's all sparkly, which I don't know if that picks up on the camera, but it's beautiful. So that is one way to use this stamp set. here is a card I made for our swap using, just white layers. Sometimes we get all hung up on the paper and the different cardstock colors, but, layering white on white on white really makes a fun impact and a beautiful card, right? Simple, there's not a lot on there, but wow as well. And there's that sentiment that I love, have the best day, right? Here's another one that I made using this set, and I actually colored these with these Stampin' Right markers. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today, a couple of different ways of doing that. This is the free toadstool paper that you can get as a celebration item as well. And then here are some of the sequins from the celebration purple sequins. It's got purple, white, pink, beautiful, right? Then I did a neutral card. So this is crumb cake on crumb cake, stamped with crumb cake. And then I just used my Stampin' Right markers to kind of highlight the detail in those leaves, give them a bit of color. And then I added some Winkostella all on that to make the whole image sparkle. Some linen thread, and again, those white sequins from the celebration items. So you can really see that sparkle, right? Isn't that fun? I love Winkostella. And then last but not least, here is using the pattern that we made on Template Thursday this week. I used some of that Toadstool Designer Series paper for the background. For my layer 2 on that card, I used just a piece of basic white, and then I stamped this image, this floral image from that set on there. And then I colored this with the Stampin' Right markers using the pointillist technique. So that's where you kind of use dots to color in an image and leaving a lot of that white space to just be beautiful, right? And again, my favorite sentiment in this stamp set, have the best day. Because, wow, wouldn't anybody just love to get a card for no reason, just to brighten their day? So a couple of things I want to share with you. I went ahead and stamped a few of this image here just so that we had them ready to go. I actually stamped this, so since I'm going to be coloring with Stampin' Right markers, I want to stamp my image in Stays On jet black ink because it's a more permanent ink, and since we're using the water-based markers, we want to use something a little more permanent. So I already stamped these in the Stays On ink. Remember, if you're using this, you want to clean your stamps with our Stays On cleaner. Because it is permanent, you don't want to leave that on your stamps. So I did use that. I'm using some markers from some Stampin' Right markers from the Brights collection. And I'm going to just put these to the side because I want to show you a couple of fun techniques. So here's the 2 cards we're going to use as some reference today to how we can color these, right? So we've got our images stamped. I'm going to take, this is some lemon lime twist, and for this I'm just going to use the brush end. So easy to color these. You can just kind of color in a circular motion, and I just kind of leave the outer edge a little bit of white. You don't have to go all the way. It's just kind of loose coloring, right? We'll just do this one here. We aren't going to do the whole thing, but you can do that. And then I can take some Old Olive and use the bullet end and just kind of add a little bit of darkening detail in the veins of those leaves. So it's almost like you could do this with like your blend markers, but instead of it blending, it's just going to give you a little bit of that detail, right? We can color our pot there with a bit of Melon Mambo. So that's kind of how I did this one here. Good morning, Avril. And so you could use either end for this, but all I'm doing is adding a bit of color to our plant's home there, right? So that is one way of coloring, just to color like we've, all done in kindergarten, right? Just to color in or out of those lines. Okay, so let's do another one of these images here. And I'm going to take the bullet end again of Old Olive. And for this one, we're going to do this technique, which is that pointillism, right? And so all I'm gonna do for this is give some dots along. So I'm not really coloring these in. Let me get closer. But I'm just adding kind of some dots to the veins of that leaf right there. Okay, now I'm going to take a lighter color. So we'll go back to that lemon lime twist. Same using that bullet end. And I'm just going to go all around the rest of that part of the leaf with some dots. So I'm not actually coloring it in. I'm just adding some dots to give a colored in look, but also leaving lots of that white space. So you can see on this image here, when I did that, it's kind of that same thing, right? It colors it in. I used two colors here, pumpkin pie and melon mambo. On the outline of this leaves here, I just did a little bit of dots so it gives the illusion that they're colored, right? And so if I was to just continue on with this on my leaves here, it will color them in. And you can notice I'm not like being real particular. It's just loose kind of dotting of this. And it almost looks like they are filled in, right? So it's sort of coloring in a different way. And the more dots you put, the more filled in it's going to be, the less it's going to be lighter, right? So if I just did kind of a light on that one, but this one here, I just kept adding some dots, maybe it kind of went out a little bit, then this one will be a little more filled in. So let me get close so you can see that. So see how more dots gives it a little more coloring, less dots give it a little bit less, but both beautiful, right? Okay, well, that is your tip for Friday. For if it's free, it's for me and you, FriYays, with our celebration goodies. Love this handmade design stamp set, and it is a super deal right now with Stampin' Right markers, 2 sets of those as part of our celebration join offer during January and February of 2025. So we still have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks left of this, but you don't want to miss out because if they run out of these stamp sets, there won't be any more. So you want to make sure you get yours ASAP so that you don't miss out on that exclusive stamp set, right? Okay, everyone, happy celebration. If you've missed any of our past celebration videos or any of my videos, you can find them on my blog at stampinqueenbee.com, or you can find them on my YouTube channel under Stampin' at Stampin' Queen Bee. Have a great day, everyone. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.